people who were plundered by the oppressor. Thank you very much.
Pakistan authority should be apologized to the Bangladesh, and this is our voice, raised voice for the civil society, our Bangladeshi people, all of the humanitarian dignities in the world. At the same time, Bangladesh government also asked to the Pakistan government should be apologized to the genocide 1971. Then we can make we will see the how to friendship. So thank you so much. I would like to invite a very good friend, our human rights defenders, and he is very close friend with us to work together, Mr. Gianco Lamini. He is the president of
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I will give my speech in French. Mesdames, Messieurs, représentants du gouvernement, camarades de la société civile, chers invités, après son indépendance, la Grande-Bretagne en 1947, l'Inde a été divisée en deux États distincts, l'Inde et le Pakistan, dans le cadre de l'un des mouvements de masse les plus importants et les plus violents de l'histoire. Le Pakistan comprenait le Bangladesh et le Pakistan occidental, dont le Pakistan d'aujourd'hui. Bien que les deux parties partagent l'islam comme religion, la majoritaire, elles diffèrent culturellement et sont séparées par des milliers de kilomètres. Le Pakistan oriental, plus peuplé, était majoritairement bengali, malgré leur plus grande part de la population. Les musulmans et les hindous portant le bengali ont été systématiquement marginalisés pakistanais à l'ouest. L'exploitation économique et le divertissement au Bangladesh. Cette situation a donné naissance à un mouvement nationaliste bengali bénéficiant d'un large soutien local. La Ligue Awami, qui a remporté la majorité lors des premières élections démocratiques au Pakistan en 1970, ne voulant pas renoncer au pouvoir, les élites pakistanaises occidentales, dirigées par le général Yahya Khan, ont suspendu le Parlement et, face à une grève nationale non violente, ont fini par envoyer leur armée au Bangladesh. Ce qui a généré le génocide. Le génocide a commencé par des massacres dans la capitale Dakar le 25 mars 1971. Donc, la date d'aujourd'hui est tout à fait particulière. Nous sommes là en train de fêter ou de s'indigner par rapport à ce qui s'est passé. Et c'est rapidement étendu au reste du Bangladesh. L'armée disposait des listes de cibles préétablies, notamment des membres du mouvement nationaliste bengali, des intellectuels et des imams. L'armée pensait que les violences de masse terroriseraient ce qu'elle considérait comme une population racialement inférieure et la soumettrait, en particulier si les élites bengalis étaient tuées. Mais au lieu de cela, elles étaient confrontées à une résistance populaire qui était réprimée par la violence. Les jeunes hommes ont été ciblés en tant que source potentielle de résistance. Les hommes et les jeunes filles ont été violés afin de détruire les familles bengalis, malgré les dénonciations des violences par le Conseil général des États-Unis, à l'époque encore connu sous le nom de télégramme de Blood. L'administration Nixon a refusé d'intervenir. Un mouvement de guérilla local a obtenu le soutien d'Inde, ennemi du Pakistan depuis l'apparition, et a réussi à forcer le Pakistan à se rendre en décembre 1971. À cette date, environ 3 millions de personnes avaient été tuées et des millions d'autres étaient détenus des réfugiés au Bangladesh et en Inde. Lorsque l'armée s'est rendue compte qu'elle risquait de perdre, elle a pris par cible des personnalités considérées comme des dirigeants potentiels du nouvel État du Bangladesh. La justice pour ce génocide n'a jamais été rendue, ce qui est un grand problème. Après une série de coups d'État militaires dans le Bangladesh indépendant, la Ligue Awami a repris le pouvoir et, en 2010, a créé le tribunal pénal international de tel pays pour juger les auteurs du génocide. Les auteurs pakistanais vivant à l'étranger, hors des portes du tribunal, ce dernier s'est concentré sur les collaborateurs bangladais qui ont tous fait des efforts de propagande à l'identification des cibles et à l'application d'un massacre. Cet effort a été entaché de controverses, y compris des allégations selon lesquelles il a été utilisé pour cibler des rivaux politiques et ses préoccupations considération de la peine de mort. Mesdames, sur une phase de vie très critique, nous devons tous nous poser la question, à quoi servent les violences, à quoi servent les guerres, le mépris. Et à ma propre personne, j'essaierai de donner une idée qui dit, si on ne favorise pas le dialogue, la communication, on ne finira jamais d'être dans une situation pareille. Merci pour votre attention.
Merci beaucoup, le président Africa Cultural National. Merci pour votre présentation et solidarity avec la communauté Bangladesh. Merci. I would like to thank all of them. We are very short time for the program. I would like to invite our very good friends, nice friends. Since 10 years we are working in the United Nations building, Mr. Human Rights Defender, and Mr. Munir Bengal is the president of Bangladesh Voice Association. I would like to invite him on the floor to space valuable space for the solidarity in our raised voice.
Thank you, Khalil Rahman. I am highly thankful to be a part of this event at the occasion of the 52nd Human Rights Council session here inside the United Nations. This book, War and Women, is a book about the realities. It's not a book about fiction. These are not the stories. These are the realities from which millions of people have gone on daily basis through their life. It's very easy to say and narrate that a woman was killed in front of her mother. A daughter was raped by the army people in front of her daughter. Reading these stories is normally, it's easy, and even you cannot find these sort of stories, this sort of harassment, abuse, inhumanity in fiction stories, which we get in the real stories of the Bangladeshi people. But on the other side, the reality is this: what this Honorable United Nations, what this organization on which billions of people have given this organization a mandate, will protect the life and liberty of the people throughout the globe. Leaving these stories which have been narrated in this book, go through those documents, go through the Hamid Rahman Commission, in that it's mentioned and stated that how a general used to ask his commanders that Shera, what was the score of today? Means how many women, girls, children who have raped today. And all this was being done in Bangladesh on a routine basis. But unfortunately, we are ashamed. I think many members of this organization should make themselves ashamed. Till date, none of us has made accountable that state for those activities. Unfortunately, today Pakistan is still a member of United Nations, and we, the human beings, have hoped from this organization because it has herself has mentioned the word suppression, occupation, involuntary disappearances, sexual abuse, all sort of these sort of words, phrases they have mentioned in their conventions, in her articles, in her covenants, and has clearly mentioned this thing that bars her members and her member organizations from doing such activities. But unfortunately, because of inactiveness of United Nations, because of inactiveness of the UN bodies, because of the inactiveness of the UN rapporteurs, that state, her organizations are still doing the same thing on routine basis. When I saw this book, you see on the page 64, there is a data, and that data is a monthly data and also a cumulative data. Unfortunately, we are today collecting the same sort of data, that how many Baloch women have been abducted today, how many Baloch have gone missing this month, how many Baloch women got bullets in their chest. If you imagine a 4-year child, her mother was abused, and then the same state forces pumped bullets in her body in front of the 4-year child. So this is what the Bengali people had faced earlier, and this is what today we are facing because of the ineffectiveness of this organization. So I think it's a high time for us to ask the consciousness of the humanity, to ask the consciousness of this organization, to ask the consciousness of this organization body. So it's high time for you to act, to investigate, to make a state accountable. And unless and until we cannot make a state accountable, these sort of stories will retreat on, and because of that, we are facing this today. So I'm highly thankful to you for your time. So this is the call to UN bodies. Please make Pakistan accountable.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Munir Mangal. Pakistan should be accountable in all of the world in international way, and should be apologetic to the Bangladesh for their atrocities 1971. Again, we are saying, and we are our panel speaker, Mr. Jamil Maksud. I would like to invite him. He is the Central Secretary of UKPNP. Please, your valuable speech on the floor. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Chair, thank you for holding this important book launching ceremony and also inviting freedom fighters. Probably, the state of Bangladesh in modern history is the only state who produced such a brave sons, and they are here to share their experiences. The story of 1971 is very unfortunate, especially for the weaker sections, women, children, students, intellectuals. We know, because of the blessing of social media, that the intellectuals, professors, lecturers in Dhaka University were killed, the students were killed, those who had to charge the future of their nation were brutally assassinated. By the people, by the very same people who claimed that they were their brothers by virtue of religion. As a student of history and politics, I can tell that the Bangladesh was created not on 16th of December. The foundation of Bangladesh was laid down on 21st of February 1952. That was the foundation day of Bangladesh. Because we could have a common religion all over the world. The Muslim, Jews, Christians, Hindus, the Sikh, any person profess any religion can migrate anywhere. But a particular culture, language, history and tradition cannot be migrated. That is connected with the land. And that's why the Bangladeshi people were demanding their right to language, their right to have their own resources and command to rule, because they were constituting majority. And the minority brothers were not ready to accommodate them on the basis of majority. That is the essence of democracy in the modern world. So, because the time is very short, and I concur the previous speakers' sentiments, feelings and demands to the United Nations Human Rights Council, United Nations as a whole, and we are also United Nations here, a small United Nations. And this is the demand of small United Nations organization from Pakistan occupied Kashmir, from Bangladesh, from Balochistan, from Sindh, from elsewhere, that these small United Nations forums demand that all those who were victimized during Bangladesh Liberation War must be compensated, and the perpetrators should be treated as per international law. And in this regard, last year there was a conference in Brussels, Press Club, Mr. Khalil Rahman was there, and many other activists from Bangladesh. I said that the best example, and we can produce Ahmadur Rahman Commission report before the international community, that the butcher of Bangladesh, General Tika Khan, General Umar, whose two sons are today enjoying the power corridors in Pakistan. One is enjoying with Muslim League and the other is enjoying with the PTI. And General Umar was never persecuted for his crimes, General Tikka and many others. So until these butchers are not tried, the butchers of Balochistan, the butchers of Sindh, the butchers of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the butchers of Gilgit-Baltistan and the butchers of POJK would never try. So we have to continue our demands that these should be tried and persecuted as per international law. Thank you very much.
I'm deeply honored to Mr. Jamil Maksud. You make a very hearty solidarity with our Bangladeshi nations. You have won our independence and our national, our language, everything. So thank you so much for all of those. If anybody, our honorable any guest, I would like to invite, if you say something, if you make our solidarity, for our independence. We are very deeply, our president of the organization, on his welcome speech, he have mentioned that we are deeply honored to the Indian peoples and the Indian government of 1971 as Prime Minister of Indira Gandhi and the Indian peoples, all Indian soldiers, that they have support, they have fighting with us, and 10 million refugees India have been sheltered in their land. We are deeply honored for that. We are very satisfied. Thank you so much for all of the people to join with us. I would like to invite, please, if nobody is fasting, so take tea, coffee and sandwich in here. Thank you. I would like to, Mr. Abdul Kusur, could you, I can invite you to closing the ceremony, please.
Yes, the meeting was so far very nice. There have been lecturers, admirers from all over our subcontinent. People have deliberately said the reasons why the intervention was necessary and have condemned the military juntas. And few of the lecturers have said that those Tika Khans, those military officers, has to be tried in international court and international law and United Nations. Somebody said that political body is bogus and has been not acting properly, so we fight the issue. of EMT here.